Is your Swing Alpha Trade Report for February 3rd, 2018. Right now, the market is in a correction. It's been in a correction for about 4 days now. On Friday, we had a little more than a 2% sell off to see 2.2%. And from the top, it's about a 4.4% fall. Now, Friday was the largest sell off that we've had, I believe, since Brexit. Now, Brexit, if you go back in the chart very, very far, you can see that was in the end of June right here. We had a huge sell-off from Brexit. If you're new to the markets, it's definitely an interesting day. If you just Google it, look it up. So this is the largest correction we've had since then, largest one-day move at least. So I believe that we're going to be entering in a bull flag. Now this is a correction I've been waiting for about 3 months now, and it's finally happening. So we could see a consolidation happen for maybe a month, maybe 2 months, or it could just happen very, very quickly. But I would expect it to be very similar to what happened, say, in August here or June here, where it just consolidated for a month and a half, and then just continued up from there. So we could expect this to happen as well, and this would definitely be a great buying opportunity. So going into this correction here, last week we had sold off a bunch of positions. On Thursday, Alpha Level members were alerted to exit some more positions. Just clean them out so we have a fairly large cash position and we're not heavy long into a downward falling market. So right now we have about 57% in positions, about 3 or 4% of that is in a hedge, and then just 43% cash. And so that 43% cash position will be used to buy this opportunity. And we may actually next week start exiting 1 or 2 more positions. But before we go over that, let's just look at the small caps market, IWM. So IWM is small caps, and it sold right through support right here. There was no bounce. So this is definitely a bad sign. It's definitely a sign of weakness. Now, it's possible that we could see prices go down to 150 here before we see a bounce. There's no way to know, but I am definitely sure that what happened on Friday is not the bottom, and we could definitely see a lower low on this correction. We'll just have to wait and see for it to bottom out before we go along. And just to look at VIX, VIX is the fear index. If you don't know what VIX is already, definitely Google it. It's definitely interesting. So VIX is spiking right here. You could ignore the second candle. I think that's just the bug in my platform. So VIX is spiking here, and it's the highest that it's been for almost a year and a half here. So this is definitely signaling to us that we're definitely near the bottom. The bottom could actually happen this week. I would not necessarily buy the bottom, but definitely keep an eye out. We're probably at least halfway to the bottom, if not 90% of the way to the bottom. So we had 2 trades last week, and these trades were just to clear out some cash, so we have some cash to buy the bottom and not be too heavy long into the correction. So the first one was NRE. So NRE was one of the trades that just never worked out. We had gone long on the 2nd of June, a long time ago, and it was supposed to go up, and it just didn't go up. It was horizontal. And we were going to consider selling it. We were considering selling it in early September, but we saw signs of strength, and it did work out. However, it missed our target. Our target was a little over 15 here, and then it just sold off. We didn't even get a bounce. We didn't get a pullback. It just sold off, and so we just got tired of this trade, and we told members, we issued an alert to just bail out. We need the cash. So if you factor in the dividends for NRE, which was about 30 cents, actually exactly 30 cents, you would have taken a small loss of 4.6% on NRE. So a very, very small loss. It was unfortunate that it was doing pretty well and it just sold off, and we didn't sell it sooner. We have changed our strategy a bit, so trades like this won't happen anymore. We won't be languishing in these stocks that just don't go anywhere. The other one is Tesla, which is also a trade that we took a very long time ago, before NRE actually. We had gone long on the 26th at the open. Members are alerted to go long, and it was working out really well. And actually, our target was 191. It's very unfortunate. It just barely missed our target, and it sold off. It sold off so quick we couldn't even get out fast enough. So we decided, okay, we're just going to hold it. And then it came back and we're like, okay, our target's 191, it's almost there, and then it just sold off again. And it just never went back up. So we've just been holding this because it never hit our target, just barely missed our target, never hit our stop. And we now need some cash, and it's clear not going anywhere. So of course we sold out on Tesla. Members alerted to sell on Thursday as well. And this is just to clear out some cash, so we have some cash to buy the bottom of this correction. All right, so that concludes our. Oh, before I mention, so Tesla, we still made a 10.3% profit on Tesla. So between these two trades, again, we still made about 6% profit total. So that concludes our trade report for February 3rd.